What is going on, everybody? It's the first tier list video. We're ranking every single class in the game in rated Battlegrounds specifically for Shadowlands Season 4. So keep in mind, I just returned to the game. We're going to do this list again in maybe a month or two. Right now, this is my first impressions on what is good and what is not. S tier all the way down through F tier. And yeah, we're going to rank every single class. So without further ado, let's get into that. We're going to start at the bottom actually, and we're going to work our way up. So at the bottom, we have Blood Death Knight, we have Vengeance Demon Hunter, we have Prot Paladin, Prot Warrior, and Brewmaster Monk. That's F tier. D tier, skipping it. We're skipping D tier entirely this time around. There's no classes on my D tier list, but let's move up to C tier. So C tier, I have Windwalker. I also this one hurts, guys. This one hurts so bad. Shadow Priest, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just my gear. Maybe I'm the wrong covenant. I've heard all these things been thrown at my way. I haven't had enough time to test it out yet. But boy, oh boy, does it feel like I hit like a wet noodle right now. So for that reason, C tier for Shadow. Not the most impressed with Shadow Priest right now. I do like the way it plays. It plays similar to how it did before last time I played. It just doesn't do any damage, I feel like. And again, maybe that's my gear, maybe that's my covenant and stuff. I'm still figuring it out, but I really, really, really don't think that compared to some of the other classes on this list, the damage just isn't there. And the other classes we're going to talk about would basically take the spot of a Shadow Priest. So you'd be better off taking other classes than the Shadow Priest. But yeah, this one hurts. Obviously, I play Shadow and I love this class. And yeah, it's not feeling the hottest right now. I'm still playing it though, baby. I'm still playing it. But like C tier is playable. C tier is playable. It's just not like if you're going for like the ultimate meta comp, I think C tier is where you can start playing. But if you want to be like meta, like S tier, A tier classes, B tier classes, those are obviously all going to be better options if to form your group with. So yeah, Beastmaster Hunter. I'm also going to throw Demo Warlocks. Haven't really seen either of these much. Enhanced Shaman, Feral Druid, Fire Mage, Frost Mage, Resto Shaman, and Arcane Mage. So, guys, I will say, I haven't really seen much of these C tier classes. I have seen a couple Windwalkers. So, again, I just came back to the game. Give or take, some of these classes might be able to move up, but I don't know. It seems just like this is like the bottom threshold of what's playable, and you don't see many of these classes. Generally, an RBG team will take the other classes. So it just is what it is, man. And again, I just came back, so we will do an updated list once I know more information. But I wanted to get my first one out there to you guys and get this tier list up and running. And so let's move on to B tier. Ellie Shaman. I have Outlaw Rogue. I don't know. Rogues, I don't know how I feel about that one, but rogues are rogues, man. They can do rogue things. I have HPAL Ardruid B tier. I think these two could move up or down. Maybe HPAL down and Ardruid up. I don't know, but I think I've got them labeled both as B tier right now. I think they're better than Arshams, but especially Resto Druid seem to be fairly strong, but I'm not sure. I have them both B tier for now with the possibility to move up. Survival Hunter and Fury Warrior also finishing out that B tier. These classes are decent. Hunters definitely seem strong right now. We have had multiple games where they just one shot. Moving up to the A tier, that's the Marksman Hunter right there. That's that one shot baby. Definitely huge, huge damage. Played a lot of Destro Warlocks as well. That class slaps. Very strong. Felt like a lot of damage. So for that reason, Ret Paladin, Demon Hunter. Now I think again they could move up or down, guys. This is not absolute certain. I'm not absolutely certain in my picks right now, but I'm fairly like initial impressions, impressions towards what's good and what isn't. Ret and DH also coming in that A tier. I think DH could probably move up because I just love their movement speed and spectral sight. It's just so important in rated battlegrounds, man. I've had a lot of success with DHs. I seem to play into good teams that have DHs. So I actually think DH could be S tier. That's Havoc, obviously. Um, but hard to say. I left him A tier for now, but I think if any of these move up, it's probably DH, maybe the Hunter. Rets do good damage, Destros do good damage, but yeah, just that utility DH is very, very important in RBGs. I like having them on my team almost every time I play. A tier, finishing it out, it's going to be Arms Warrior. And then this one, I'm not sure about, but I do know that I want DKs when I play. I just like Chains of Ice. I'm just not sure how good they are compared to the other melee. So DKs could definitely fluctuate up or down. Um, I don't see that many of them, so maybe like just gut feeling tells me maybe they're actually not. Maybe they're a B tier or something like that. Just gut feeling, like because I don't see a lot of them, but I'm gonna throw them A tier just because in RBGs I really like the ability to death grip and chains of ice things. I think it's very strong. It controls the map, and for that reason, that utility, that's gonna round out the A tier. So that means S tier. We're gonna have the best class in the game right now, which is Affliction Warlock. Affliction Warlocks. This is what I meant when I was talking about my Shadow Priest. Affliction Warlocks just do incredible amounts of damage. It's not even fair. It's like you want to pump and pad the damage meter, you better play an Affliction Warlock. If you want your team to have the most damage, just bring 1, 2, 3 Warlocks, and you will absolutely have incredible amounts of damage. Affliction Warlock just so insane right now. So I highly recommend having at least one on your team. Next up, we have Guardian Druid and Balanced Druid. Obviously, you want the Boomkin because you want the guy to have like specific or girl to have Guardian or Balance, preferably. So like the one player can play between the both of them is ideal. Um, but I would say Guardian is obviously the best tank right now, and for that reason, it's S tier. You absolutely need a Guardian Druid to play RBGs, so that's why they're S tier. Flight carriers right there, and boomies seem decent. Obviously, they kind of like the Demon Hunter, the Boomkins can play that floater or peeler role where they can rotate out to help defend bases or to go ninja cap. They also have stealth, so they have that movement speed with stealth. It's makes them a good objective player as well. Next we have rogues, so assassination and subtlety. Um, just rogues are again essential to any group. You need at least well, I wouldn't recommend more than one, but you need at least one, I would say. So between like it's just essential roles. Anything to me that's essential, like you need it to queue, that to me says S tier. And so that Rogue and Guardian, they both fall into that category. So Rogue very similar in that role. It's just total objective player. And we're gonna round out healers here. Holy Priest, Mistweaver, Discipline Priest, I think are the best healers right now. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Did I nail it? What do you want to see next? I'm definitely gonna do melee DPS tier list next, healing tier list, and range DPS tier list. I'm going to break it up and kind of go into detail on each of them, but for now, this is every single class, every single spec. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching.